right, here we are in Hibbing, Minnesota, rock and roll wrestling along with WTW. And we got the reason we're here tonight is because we got Big Seth, who's a big part, a handsome half-breed, who's a big part of R&R wrestling. That's right. Rock and Roll Butchumoff did wrestle here earlier tonight, and he beat one of the Spider Brothers. And now, because of Big Seth, he's making a big name in R&R wrestling. Here tonight, he's defending his WTW Championship belt in a cage, which is really unusual. But nevertheless, we're here at Hibbing tonight. It's Saturday night, and you can see Big Seth is a handsome young superstar. They're still strapping up the cage yet. The match already started. Holy buckets. This steel cage has got to be 15 feet out. 15 feet from the floor. It's a 20-foot ring, and like I said before, a lot of times when R&R wrestling goes into the VFW or American Legion across the United States, a lot of times the ceilings aren't as high as this room, or the dance area, the dance hall itself ain't as big as this room is. But here tonight, another buddy of mine, Dirty Ernie, that's right, we got Dirty Ernie's big 20-foot ring here. Remember, I've told you folks that if you need a 20-foot ring, an 18-foot ring, or whatever it takes, we can get and provide a 10-foot ring, a 12-foot ring, a 14-foot ring, 16-foot, 20-foot. We can get any kind of size ring you want. And like I said earlier, this is a championship match in a cage. Wrestling gone wild up here in Hibbing, Minnesota. Now, I myself, Rock and Roll Butchumoff, I don't get out on the road that often and wrestle for other organizations, but I do occasionally, and tonight was one of them. I had a really outstanding match earlier tonight. Ooh! Right into that screen. And like I said, Big Seth, he does wrestle for this outfit, but they're one of those companies that do a show a month, approximately 10 shows a year. And Seth, Big Seth, he wants to be on the road. He wants to travel with a company that wrestles every weekend. R&R Wrestling, we wrestle every weekend somewhere and have for the last 12 and a half years, and we plan on continuing R&R Wrestling, I guess, until hell freezes over. Anyway, this fella that's wrestling Seth at the moment, he does have his hand, the upper hand. We're quite a ways away from the ring. Because of the audience and everything, we're kind of staying back here a little bit, but nevertheless, big right hand. Big Seth caught that one right in the forehead the way it looked from here. Throwing him in for a big shoulder tackle. But you're going to have to be a big man if you want to keep Seth. Has got to be 6'3", 230 pounds, and he's slim. He's not a big, heavy-set guy. And we want to thank Dirty Ernie for that beautiful ring he has here tonight. I'm sure down the road at some of our bigger events, you're going to see Dirty Ernie along with Rock and Roll Wrestling at some of these fairs in front of us this summer. Holy buckets, threw him right into the cage, into the screen. Whoa! He must have lifted his shoulder right at the last second. He had to have lifted that shoulder at the last second. It looked like a 3 count to me. Into that screen hard. Oh! Tom Burdock, who hit him from the outside of the ring, pushed that cage wire screen right into Seth's mouth, right into Seth's forehead. I'm telling you, that wasn't right. fight. I wish I was over there. I'd slap him. No. He had Seth down for the 2 count, but it wasn't enough. Got a nice little crowd here this evening. Wrestling gone wild, along with rock and roll wrestling. That's right. We had our little midget ladies here tonight. Big Seth, who wrestles for R&R Wrestling. Mystic recognized another gal who wrestles quite a bit for R&R Wrestling. So this show was a mix-a-rooney tonight. We mixed it up with Wrestling Gone Wild and R&R Wrestling put together a super show tonight. The main event, and along with Dirty Ernie, that's right. He also Outlaw Wrestling, Dirty Ernie, he runs the Outlaw Wrestling Confederacy. Actually 2 or 3 wrestling organizations here tonight. Bill Irwin, he's here tonight too. Remember the fabulous Irwin brothers? That's right, Rock and Roll Buck Sumoff and Iceman King Carson. I got this little kid's head here in the way. Son, there you go. Okay, there you go. Yep, we had a little head in the way. Whoa! Seth was about to put that boot right down his throat. The kid got lucky, moved out of the way. Now, working on that knee. He's working on that knee. This fellow in the ring, I really don't know him, but he's got some pretty good size to him. It's a little bit hard to see. The ring is probably about 2 feet off the floor. So for that reason, we got those people in the front row, and it's kind of hard to see everything that's happening on the mat. But nevertheless, we got him in the ring. What's that fella's name? Do you know the guy Seth's wrestling? Seth, the guy he's wrestling. What's his name?
Big Seth.
No, I know that. The guy he's wrestling.
Oh, I don't know.
See, we don't know what he...
He threw water and it choked me. It went right in my face.
All right, so wait a minute. Seth is either trying to get out, or he's gonna do some maneuver from the top. Ouch! Got him in the shoulder with the flat of the foot. Got him in the shoulder again with the flat of the boot. The guy is trying to pull Seth down. Oh! Seth come down like a ton of bricks. Clotheslined him. Seth was on one knee when he clotheslined him. What a big night here in Hibbing, Minnesota. I'm telling you. He had Seth down for the 2 count. Big Seth kicked out. I'm telling you, Seth, he is the champion of this WGW business. And I'm sure that he had to wrestle the top talent in Hibbing here in this area. And I'm not even sure who a lot of the wrestlers are who are up here. But if he's the champion, apparently he had to wrestle and beat every top wrestler in their company. So you know he's no slouch there. Big body splash. I don't know, is he going to do it again? It looks like he's doing it again. There you go. Oh, no. Took that post. They're cheering for Seth. You can hear the audience. There goes that Tommy Two-Tone. I don't know what his deal is. He's supposed to be a manager or a booker or a promoter. Ouch. DDT. I don't know what his deal is. 1, 2. Whoa! I think Two-Tone thought it was all over, but the crying. This big lugger in the ring, like I said, he wants, and he is definitely after Big Seth's belt. It isn't that often. Oh, I don't know what he had that he wrapped up in his hand. Well, it looks like a scarf. No, it's a chain. No, look at that. It's like handcuffs or something. I don't know. There should be some disqualification or something going on here, but no. Like like I said, this is a cage match, and it all seems to be legal. It all seems to go. Now, wait a minute. Here comes another fella. Gary Little Wolf. Okay, like I said before, I'm not familiar with all these wrestlers. Now we got somebody with a, now they got a ladder, and he seems to be handcuffing. He seems to be handcuffing him to the ring. Look at this now. Here he's handcuffed to the, wait a minute. And he's trying to, I never see, Christ's sake, this is as bad as the WWE. Now he's choking him with a or something. I don't know if there was a disqualification. I don't know what's going on. They got him handcuffed to the post. They're trying to open up the cage. This cage does not have a door. I've never seen nothing like it. So to open up the cage, they have to open up the whole side of the ring. See, my cage has a door to it. Both of my cages do. And anyway, now they're opening the side up, so they're letting them out. Well, who pinned who? I never seen. Was there a pin? Did you see the pin? Well, I don't know what's going on here. There's Two-Tone. And Seth is madder than hell. You can see that. Well, they pinned him. He must have been tied to the ropes. But like I said before, they don't have any rules in this championship match. Very unusual. Whoa, Two-Tone, oh boy. Two-Tone ain't going to get away with that. They let Seth loose. He's going to be kicking some ass. Now Seth is getting out of the ring. He's trying to, I don't know if he can bust that chain or if he can get out or what's he going to do there. Okay, now wait a minute. Now Gary Little looks like he's trying to get in there to help Seth. Now he's got the strap, the belt. Now he nails him with the belt. I can't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. I have never seen stuff. Now Little Wolf is cleaning. There you go. Finally, they're getting some justice into there. He throws that Two-Tone into the screen. Seth is still tied up. I don't know if this Indian fellow.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new wrestling
I don't know how this is gonna. Well, I'll tell you what. Here at R&R Wrestling, we're gonna sit down and talk with the promotion and see if this can't be turned. I have never seen a belt change in a cage match with no rules. This is rock and roll Zuma. Holy cows, Hibbing, Minnesota. Keep watching R&R Wrestling. God knows what will be on next.